I am delighted to be here today. My name is Prem Natarajan, and I'm a vice president in the Alexa AI organization. I grew up in a multilingual family and community in India. While growing up, I learned to communicate in a number of languages: Tamil, Marathi, Hindi, and English. The similarities and differences between those languages triggered my curiosity early on. That curiosity led to a deepened interest in languages, which over time grew into a passion that has shaped my professional life today. Over the past 3 decades, I have built technologies and systems that understand and interpret human communication in its different forms: spoken, written, and visual. And today, my team harnesses the power of deep learning-based AI methodologies, such as transformers, to help Alexa learn how to interpret and respond to information in multiple languages, multiple modalities, and even to simultaneously perform multiple tasks. Now, you just heard Dave describe our vision for a world in which ambient intelligence delivers everyday conveniences for each of us. Alexa's AI is central to that vision. And that is what I am excited to talk with you all about. Since the launch of Amazon Echo in 2014, we've made substantial advances in the science of AI. Advances that enable Alexa developers, such as you, to deliver ever more satisfying, natural, and more proactive experiences to our customers. Advances that move us towards realizing this vision of ambient intelligence. For example, in the fall of 2021, we launched the conversation mode capability on Echo Show 10 devices. Conversation mode enables wake word-free interactions to make conversations with Alexa even more natural than they are now. It eliminates the need to say the wake word on every turn. And it does this while respecting customer privacy, using on-device visual and audio processing to detect when customers are speaking to Alexa. Let's take a quick look at an experience that leverages conversation mode.
Alexa, what's the oldest living tree?
The oldest known living tree in the world is a Great Basin bristlecone pine located in the White Mountains in California. It's 4,853 years old. And here's more to explore.
What are some other facts about it?
One of the reasons Great Basin bristlecones live so long is because their pine needles can survive for up to 30 years. That lets them conserve energy and grow slowly.
Where do they grow?
They typically grow in harsh alpine areas above 10,000 feet in the western United States. This includes places like Great Basin National Park and the White Mountains.
Tell me more about the White Mountains.
The White Mountains of California and Nevada are a triangular fault block mountain range facing the Sierra Nevada across the upper Owens Valley. They lie within the eastern section of the Inyo
Are there any good hikes?
My recommendation is the White Mountain Peak Trail. It's a great day hike. And here are some other nearby hikes, and a guidebook about the area.
Advances such as conversation mode are examples of a broader trend in AI, a trend that is ushering in what I like to call the age of self in artificial intelligence, an age in which AI becomes more generalizable and more autonomous. In this emerging age of self, AI agents like Alexa will become more self-aware and more capable of self-learning. They will also increasingly lend themselves to self-service by experienced and novice developers, and even by end customers. Let's get to the first facet of the age of self: self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to maintain an awareness of ambient state. Factors such as time of day, thermostat readings, and even recent actions that were requested by the user. By self-awareness, I also refer to Alexa's capability to take actions based on common sense reasoning. We see this today in Alexa Hunches, where Alexa can do things like notice that the front door is left unlocked at bedtime and proactively offer to lock the door. Now, here's another example of common sense reasoning. Just like for humans, it can be hard for Alexa to distinguish the words on and off in a noisy situation. In these cases, Alexa will consider the existing device state, whether it's on or off, to infer the more likely interpretation of the customer's request. Similarly, in a house with multiple connected smart lights, when you say, "Alexa, dim the lights," Alexa will automatically detect which lights are dimmable and then take the appropriate action. Alexa uses common sense reasoning to determine latent goals in a customer's request. We've launched capabilities like multi-skill experiences, where we use reasoning to infer the customer's latent goal. We accomplish this by means of a deep learning-based trigger model, which considers several factors such as what the customer just said, what their preferences might be, and whether the customer is engaged with Alexa's proactive suggestions in the past. Deep learning-based discovery models then analyze multiple features of customer utterances. Over time, these discovery models get better at making predictions through online and active learning techniques. Finally, we use modern machine learning techniques like bandit learning to efficiently explore the space of models, determine which models are working well, and to suppress underperforming models. Now let's move on to the second facet of the age of self, self-learning. Self-learning is Alexa's ability to improve and expand its capabilities without human intervention. Last year, we launched the Auto Defect Reduction Service, a self-learning system which uses implicit signals, such as a user interrupt followed by a rephrased request, to deduce the correct response to a user query. For example, in the skill dungeon adventure, the utterance "attack high" was recognized as "attack a pie." Funny, but not a great customer experience. Now, with Auto Defect Reduction Service, Alexa automatically learns to correct the misrecognition to "attack high." There's another way in which Alexa learns autonomously, directly from customers themselves. And I find this super exciting. We call this capability Teachable AI. Teachable AI enables Alexa customers to teach it new preferences and concepts. For instance, if a customer says, "Alexa, set the office desk light to evening mode," then instead of returning an error message, Alexa now responds with, "I don't know what evening mode is. Can you teach me?" Through a clarification dialogue, Alexa then learns the definition of evening mode. And when the customer later makes the same or a similar request, Alexa responds with a learned action. Teachable AI uses transformer-based models to detect unknown concepts in a customer query and to then extract the definition of those concepts from the clarification dialogues. Industry-first innovations such as Teachable AI are continually advancing the state-of-the-art in conversational AI. And when you, the developer community, build with Alexa, the benefits of these advances become available to you. For example, since its launch, the Auto Defect Reduction Service has helped skills avoid millions of defective responses with no additional developer effort. And now, the third facet of the age of self, and one that's especially relevant to all of you. Self-service refers to the democratization of AI. Our goal is to enable developers without any machine learning experience to build complex, robust, and yet satisfying conversational skills. And customers should be able to easily access and customize Alexa's services. Even create new Alexa capabilities without writing any software. One example of self-service in action is a feature we rolled out a few years ago to help with skill discovery. Name-free skills interactions enabled customers to perform common actions such as ordering a car by just saying, "Alexa, get me a car," without having to specify the name of a ride-sharing provider. Routines are another example of self-service. They enable customers to bundle together many different actions under a single command. You will hear more about routines throughout the keynote today. There are a number of other ways in which we're enabling self-service for developers. Let's start with Alexa Conversations, a deep learning-based approach to dialogue management that enables internal and external developers to build conversational skills on Alexa with substantially fewer lines of code. Just this year, customers around the world have engaged with Alexa Conversations through hundreds of experiences created by skill builders and device makers. And to my delight, Alexa Conversations keeps getting better every day. Most importantly, it eliminates the need to create and maintain complex dialogue management rules. Believe me, these are super hard to maintain and often result in brutal customer experiences. Alexa Conversations also automatically generalizes a small number of sample dialogues provided by a developer into tens of thousands of annotated dialogues. The result is that your skills can respond to a wide variety of customer requests with minimal effort on your part. You may recall that Aaron spoke about Alexa's momentum around the world and how a primary driver of Alexa's rapid adoption has been its ability to adapt to local languages, customs, and cultural nuances. We take great pride in Alexa's localization. There are now well over 100,000 Alexa skills in 17 language variants across more than 80 countries. So how do we enable Alexa to accurately respond to such an incredible diversity of requests? By now, I'm sure you know the answer has something to do with deep learning. We've developed an Alexa teacher model, a large pre-trained multilingual transformer-based model with billions of parameters that encodes language and interaction patterns. With the Alexa teacher model, we don't have to build new task-specific natural language models from scratch. Instead, we use fine-tuning to generate a high-performing task-specific model with a limited amount of task-specific training data. The Alexa teacher model enables us to share learning across different languages to quickly bring up Alexa skills in a new language. Now, as we near the end of my presentation, I'd like to give you a peek at a new and particularly exciting area of innovation in our team, creative AI. With creative AI, we will be using the generative powers of deep learning to help customers collaborate with Alexa and create interactive experiences. For example, kids can build their own visual stories, design scenes and characters. And as always, our partners will be able to build new experiences based on these innovations. We are actively collaborating and gathering feedback from developers as we continue to explore these capabilities. Look out for new opportunities to be early development partners and help us shape the future of conversational AI. Like I said earlier, one of the key priorities for our organization is to make you successful and to make building with Alexa even simpler. Every day, I'm incredibly grateful to be given the opportunity to deliver scientific innovations that help you, the developer, create the next generation of customer experiences. And I, for one, can't wait to see what you all do in the coming year.
My name is Nataki Edwards, and I am the Director of Customer Experience at Alexa. Today, I am honored to be here to announce new features and updates to our programs that will help empower our partners and developers be even more successful with Alexa. First, I'm excited to shed light on progress we've made on the Voice Interoperability Initiative, or VII. Last year, we spoke about VII and how this consortium would promote the ability for customers to simultaneously interact with multiple voice AIs on any smart device. We launched VII in 2019 with 35 companies, and that number has grown to over 90 members as of March of this year. We at Amazon believe that customers win when they have more choice, whether it's the devices they buy, the entertainment content they consume, or the voice services they want to fulfill their requests. To give just one example, in 2022, KT added Alexa to Giga Genie smart speakers in South Korea. Customers in Korea are now able to speak in both Korean and English to the voice service of their choice, Alexa in English and Giga Genie in Korean. Jung-Ki Choi, head of the AI and Big Data organizations for KT, recently told us about parents in South Korea who are interested in making sure their children are fluent in English as well as Korean. He said that customers are increasingly interacting with Alexa to improve their conversational skills and become more proficient in English. Today, I wanted to give you a preview on how multiple voice AIs are allowing brands to connect with customers in innovative ways. Like most of you, music is something that's deeply personal to me. My life is essentially a series of soundtracks. My music